Hello, Matt here, and today is something a tiny bit different. We'll be making an outrig for our canoe, so we can take it out to the seas. Stay tuned. This is what we have in mind. PVC piping, around 3.5 meters long. This will be used in the front to reduce the drag as much as possible. We will do quite sturdy connections from the inside and outside, and then 2 carriers to which we will attach the poles with which they will go to the canoe. Now, the first problem we have is transportation. This is something how a canoe should, it's, if you can see, it's pushed to the side a bit, so it's as much to this side as possible. Usually we will bring it to this side because this way it blocks my view when driving. And what we want to find out now is if there's enough space on the roof rack to put the outrig on. So let's check it out. And first good news, yes, there is. So this means we can do the complete outrig fixed, so it doesn't have to be from few parts. First plan was to make it out of few parts and then carry it in the car, but I don't think we can get it waterproofed with our budget, so yeah, we'll make it as long as possible as one fixed piece. Now, the lengthwise, it will be something like this, and the front part will go all the way over to here. Hopefully it will hold up for the transport. Okay, now let's start with work and try to get this to be one piece. We've made it one big connected piece. As I said, we've connected it with these metal parts. We've split them in the middle, so they want to hold tension, which holds it sturdy enough for now. And now we have a good base to weld this up, sand it down a bit, and then lay some resin and fiber. So we will get a glass fiber waterproof fit over here. And plates have been welded in place. They have a rubber part here which is watertight, so this is just to be sure, but now they aren't going anywhere. This one, and for the rear of the canoe, this one. Also, we have welded this part on, but this part still needs a bit of work. This is just the first part, as we already showed you. Now you cannot see it, but there's a steel piece inside. It's been welded here. Now we need to sand it down, cover it with a resin, a bit of fiber, make it a uniform surface, and that's it. And then we'll be combining these two. As I already showed you, a metal piece is going inside. We will be welding it like we did this one. But before that, I have to stick to one here and one here. Metal carriers which will attach to the bars that will hold it to the canoe. Now, here we have the bars that will hold the outrig. Aluminium. This one is 25-25, 2 mil thick. This one is 20-20, 2 mil thick. As you can see, they are collapsible. So this is how much we can get it inboards, and there is a marking here somewhere. Well, that's how much it will be able to go out. So around 1.40 centimeters should make it pretty stable. These are pretty solid. They each get 2 bolts here and here, so they get fixed in place. And this, as you can see, this is a steel part. It gets welded to the outrig itself. One side is on the carrier, so ignore these. Here we will design 4 clamps which will hold it in place to the canoe, and this should be quite a rig. So it started to look like an outrig. Without so, I will not say so. Get the fuck back. Exhibits on the track. Well, this is a big milestone, let's say. It finally looks like an outrig. Now we need to do the mounts for mounting it over here, but as you can see, it's working.
It's working! It's working!
Now the problem is that in there the joint isn't welded. We will weld this up, tighten up the carriers, and then use some glass fiber resin and reinforce everything. After that, paint. We need to do the mounts here, and that's it. As I said, it's like an outrig. Here we have it, mounted to the canoe for the first time. Actually not quite. Still need to design and make these mounts here, but everything here is done. We've put some glass fiber and resin here, also here. Now we will cover all this in glass resin, so it's a smooth surface from here all the way to, I mean, probably all the way, so we don't have these edges, and to get this tough as possible. As you can see, it's adjustable. We've set 2 holes. This is the closest it will get to the canoe, and that's how much it will go out. So quite a wide outrig. As you can see, it already leans the canoe on the side, therefore there is practically no way of flipping on the right side, and on the left side there is an outrig. So yeah, again, no way of flipping either way, so should be quite nice. Well, this is the last update on this build. Next up is testing in the water. We are still painting it. It's still wet, needs to dry up a bit more. Then we'll put another layer on it and wait for it to dry, and then we do the water testing. And as you can see, some people when they paint look like this, the other ones like this. I mean, no, it's just this too. Everything else clean. But okay, we learn as we go on. Also, to show you how it's mounted to the canoe, 3 clips and this here cover. It's pretty, I mean, it's not bolted down as hard as it will be once we get on the water, but as you can see, pretty hard. There is no way that's going anywhere. We were flipping the canoe one side to the other just using the poles. So yeah, that's it. As I said, all we need to do now is test it on the water, and once we do that, it's ready for our trip. So I should really stop saying so, but hey, I really hope you liked this one. Hope you had fun with our crazy different project, different adventure, and as always, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.